You're watching HuffPost Live. I'm Caitlin Becker, and it's Friday, which means it's time for the best and worst dressed celebrities of the week. This fashion roundup is powered by Pepsi.
It's the 10-year anniversary of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and last year a bunch of us were like, oh, we should do something special, like have dinner, and then we got to talking, and then a couple of the guys were like, why don't we like do some kind of like reunion thing?
Thought that the group of you would say, let's just do a simple dinner, and it wouldn't turn into something amazing.
Well, that's what happened. So now this Sunday on Bravo at 9, it is a reunion special hosted by Andy Cohen. So it's not going to be like a Housewives reunion where we flip tables and call each other sluts, unfortunately. But it's kind of like a walk down memory lane.
We actually have a clip.
We do.
We have a clip. Let's take a look.
Roll the clip.
We got a question wanting to know if any of you guys were hooking up while filming the show. Did any of you guys ever hook up?
Oh my God.
No, never. No, never.
Never.
Really?
Nobody.
No.
That
would be like incest. Because we were like
I made out with
brothers.
someone.
You made out with someone?
Someone
Who'd
on
you
the
make out
cast.
Was it a someone in the cast in the back of a white van?
Who was it?
It wasn't a member of the cast. It was actually an ice cream man, and it was a white van. And no, I'm kidding. I can't tell you. You have to watch.
Oh, come
that is like
on.
one of the.
Was it you?
It was not me.
Okay.
No one made out with me during the entire 5 seasons.
Well,
I mean,
we could. Now,
Yeah,
forget
we
that.
could.
We get to make some viral videos here.
Ahmed, get in here. He's probably working on some breaking news or something.
Yeah, little does he know.
Something
that there could
about
be some breaking in here.
politics.
Something about World Brief. I think
Yeah,
that's what he's working
World
on.
Brief. Who
Forget
cares about underwear? Anyway, so yeah, there were lots of revelations and lots of behind the scenes. And probably the craziest thing is like some of our outfits and our hair, like it was the dawn of the flat iron. And we all overutilized the little hottie. And we all looked like Judge Hatchett. You know, it's just like we had mullets that flipped out in the back. It was ridiculous.
Ooh, that is.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
Ted
a nice
ever did
visual.
that. Ted didn't have
No,
that.
Ted didn't have that.
I'm sure you did.
Oh, I totally. I had
Kyan did
a
too.
weird mullet thing, and my hair was so fried from like working every day and flat ironing. It was a potato chippy disaster.
Queer Eye really put Bravo sort of on the map of being this like big lifestyle network. Are you surprised to see where it has gone?
I think that, you know, when we first went to Bravo and they were talking about the show, and I was like, Bravo, what's that, a nonstick cooking spray? Or it sounds like a fake cologne. If you like Givenchy, you'll love Bravo. And they had like inside the actor's studio and like very like artsy movies. And then when Queer Eye came along, they were very daring and kind of wanted to rebrand. And the whole idea was that this was kind of their cornerstone. And then after that, they kind of, you know, took those affinities, whether it was like food and wine with Top Chef or fashion with Project Runway. And they really expanded those categories and really branded their network around it. Now, I think, you know, they're a pop culture network, so it needs to be current, it needs to be fresh. And it seems like, you know, the docu-soap and the housewife phenomena is what everybody wants. And I think they do a brilliant job of like creating that product for their viewers.
Would you do a reality show?
I don't think I'm that interesting. You know, like I like to like do TV where I can actually like do what I do, which is style people, help them look better, feel better. I don't know that like my life is that interesting that on the weekends.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It's kind of okay.
Fabulous.
You know, maybe if I could, yeah, maybe.
Do you think Queer Eye would work today? I mean, part of what made it so groundbreaking is that you had Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. It was putting really manly men with, you know, very put together.
I'm not that manly, but
It's really
thank
manly
you.
men together with other manly men who just didn't have their shit together. You know, and that was part of the shock value, but we don't really have that shock, particularly on Bravo anymore.
I think, I don't think it would be as successful today as it was then. I mean, looking back, I think the makeovers hold up. I think the Straight Guy was always the star, and it was really about helping him. And we had an amazing time making it. That really showed on camera. But I think the real sizzle behind it was that, you know, here's this like straight guy living in Queens somewhere, and like 5 gay guys roll up in a GMC Denali and they start going through your underwear drawer. That's kind of unsettling.
That's kind of like my dream come true.
It is.
I would love to have 5 gay guys roll up and go through my closet.
We could totally arrange that.
I would absolutely
We're available
love
for
that.
parties now.
Did you guys ever have to sort of, and it sounds weird to say it, like gay it up?
No, I'm just naturally like this. No, not really. I think that's also why the show worked, because we truly were just being ourselves, and there was some criticism in the beginning, like, oh, you're just embracing gay stereotypes, and I was like, we do not have a florist, so calm down. But we were really all just being ourselves, and I think, you know, our chemistry is authentic, our care for the straight guy was authentic, and I don't think we ever really trumped it up. I mean, yes, we were hopped up on margaritas a lot of the time, but no, we were really being ourselves.
Are you guys all friends still?
We are. And the reunion was actually the first time the 5 of us have been in the same room since we shot the 100th episode of Queer Eye like 4 years ago, or 5 years ago. It's the 10-year reunion, but the 10 years like when we started, and then we did 5 seasons. And we've certainly seen each other, but we were never all together in the same place. And people always ask, you know, are you friends? And it was a tremendously bonding experience. I mean, none of us had done television, none of us, you know, were in the spotlight in any way. We just thought we'd make this cute show. I was planning on going back to my job at Ralph Lauren. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna make this pilot and I'll be back in a week, you know, I'm gonna take vacation.
So much for that.
And
Ralph Lauren's still waiting for you to come back.
Right. Hi guys, I'm still at the dentist. But it was such an experience to go through together that I think we'll always be bonded over it. And it was super fun and super exciting, and just, it was like some sort of initiations, you know. So we'll always probably be very close.